Alright you guys, so I'm back with another video. I hope that you guys missed me as much as I missed you, and I have a really funny story to tell you guys. So today I had decided to go out with my friend to go catch up. This has been my childhood best friend since the 4th grade. So we just decided it would be really nice to just go out to lunch, go on a quick Target run for some face masks, and just catch up. I haven't seen her for about maybe 2 months, and every time we get together it's just a lot of fun. We just bond over past things that have happened to us and old experiences. Today was a rainy day, so we were really just talking about rainy day schedules that happened in school. I don't know if you guys remember that. They would keep everybody in for lunchtime and you'd have to watch a movie. It would always be either like Lion King or some Disney movie, but we would always have to do that. So we had made plans in the morning to go out to go eat. We originally were supposed to go out at 12:30, but because we're girls, we ended up taking forever to get ready, and we ended up leaving our house at 1 just to go out to go eat. So we get to Olive Garden, and I'm super excited because I love Olive Garden so much. I'm a really big fan of the soup and salad and the breadsticks. I don't know, that just seems like a perfect combination for me. So today I got, for like $8.99, it was this soup and salad, breadsticks, and a little bowl of fettuccine alfredo. My friend ended up getting the same thing, but it just wasn't as pleasant as it would have been if we had gotten a better server. Our waitress that we had was just super awkward when we got there. She was like, "Oh, okay, how many in your party?" And we're like, "Oh, it's just us two." And she's like, "Oh, just you two." And so like, it was just weird. That was already kind of weird. Me and Karina kind of just looked at each other like, okay. She takes us to like the far back of the restaurant, and in this restaurant it's dark, and it's just like the table for two. It was like really weird. Like I thought we were gonna get like at least like a booth or something. No, it's like those like really small little like date tables, and again like really dimly lit, like perfect romantic setting if it was like me and my boyfriend, but it wasn't. It was me and my best friend, so it was just kind of weird. That was already kind of weird. She comes in, she's like, "What can I get you guys?" Very monotone, very just like serious expression. We're like, "Oh, you know, like we'll start off with like a water. I'll have a water. I don't want mine with lemon. I don't know, I've just never liked water with lemon." My friend was like, "I'll have the same thing." So she's like, "Oh, water?" And then after that, like she just leaves. Okay, so she leaves. I told my friend Karina, like, that was weird. I don't know what that means. Maybe she thinks like we're like broke or something because we're some 21-year-olds that are drinking water at 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't know. So we just decide to stick with water, right? She ends up coming back. She's like, "Well, do you know if you guys are going to want like an appetizer? Like, what can I get you guys? Are you guys ready to order?" I told her, I'm like, "I'm already ready to order. I know what I want. I want the $8.99 lunch special, and I'll have the chicken and gnocchi as my soup, and I will have as my little mini entree some fettuccine alfredo." My best friend's like, "You know what? I will have the exact same." And she's just looking at us again like that's like the weirdest answer she's ever heard today, coming from some 21-year-old. Me and my friend are just, again, looking at each other like, okay, this is weird. So she ends up leaving. We end up talking. We're just talking about things that have happened in the last 2 months. I told her about the exciting things that have been going on in my life. She tells me about the things that have been going on in her life. And we're just kind of like gushing with each other, just talking about these awesome things, old memories, funny old memories, like people that we know and where they're at right now, and just a bunch of stuff. We're catching up. So she ends up coming, and like she has our food. You know how they sit down like that little stand? She has her food right there, and she's just standing there for a good like 2 minutes, not saying anything. I don't know if she's listening to our conversation or anything. I look at Karina and I'm like, maybe she went to school with us and like she heard something that we just said and she's gonna snitch and tell somebody. I don't know. So me and Karina are just standing there, and you know, like when somebody is standing there in the middle of your conversation, you don't say anything anymore because you're like, okay, like let's not be rude. Maybe like we're supposed to be quiet now. So we're quiet. She's quiet. We're just sitting there. Our food is right there. My stomach is hurting because I'm hungry now. She ends up setting down our bowls of soup and our Alfredos, and we're just like, okay. And then like we don't have any utensils, so we can't start eating it. She's still standing there. So she's like, "Oh, you guys don't have any utensils, huh? Let me go get you guys some." So then she goes, she brings us some back, and she's like, "Okay, enjoy." And you know, I don't know if you guys have ever ate Alfredo before, but it's kind of a messy food, and for me it was just a little bit messy, so I needed a napkin, but I didn't want to use the napkin that it came wrapped in because that napkin is supposed to hold your knife and your spoon. Next time she comes, I'm gonna ask for one. So then she comes and I'm like, can we have some napkins? Like, we didn't get any napkins. Can we have some? She's like, oh yeah, let me go get you some. She literally comes back with just 2 napkins. And I understand there's gonna be people in the comment box like, Via, there's a napkin shortage, okay? Like, trees are dying out there. We don't have enough trees. I get that. But all I wanted was at least like 2-3 napkins for myself. Karina could have 2 or 3 napkins for herself.
Boring!
No, we only have 1 napkin, and this napkin didn't really clean up much of anything. So I was already just feeling a little bit irritated. I'm like, okay, I didn't get a napkin. And again, like I said, there's gonna be people saying that there's a napkin shortage. But if that is true, how in the world does McDonald's give you about like a stack of 10 napkins inside your bag? And then that's why everybody's glove compartment or the little doors, sides are just full of napkins, because my car is full of napkins on the sides because of McDonald's. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Again, I'm gonna let it go. So we end up eating, and I finished my soup, and I love the chicken and gnocchi so much from Olive Garden. It's my favorite. And again, I paid for never-ending soup or salad. Now, the last time I went out with my mom, one of the servers was like the sweetest thing ever. Like, I wouldn't even have to ask for another soup. Like, she'd just bring it. And then, like, I think it was like after my second soup. Yeah, I know, second soup. She was like, can I bring you another soup? Like, are you good? So I'm expecting that, right? I finished my soup and I finished my little bowl of fettuccine alfredo. It's literally so small. I'm like, you know what? I would actually like another soup. She ends up coming and she's like, all right, so I'm guessing that you guys are ready for dessert. And I'm like, well, I don't mind having another soup. She totally ignores me, okay? I don't get my soup. I'm upset about that. Then we have our breadsticks. We have about 3 left. And she ends up taking them. And I'm so mad because at Olive Garden, they give you little bread bags and you can take those breads to go. So I was literally hoping on taking those breads home with me, and I didn't get to do that. And I was so upset that she didn't do that. So she's like, would you guys like to have dessert now? We're like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm ready for dessert. And my best friend's like, yeah, we're gonna go half on a dessert. So then she's like, what kind would you guys want? And we had our eye on this cheesecake. It had like that, like Andes chocolate that they give you at Olive Garden, just like crumbled and smashed and just sprinkled all over it. So we tell her that that's what we want. She ends up bringing it back and she sets it down, and it literally just has 1 spoon. Now, I don't know what in the world is going on at this point. I'm like, okay, this is super weird. Like, you just set down our thing and we don't have a spoon at all. So I'm gonna have to just use the spoon that came with my Alfredo. I had to clean it. I had my water, I cleaned it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and use that. But it just was super awkward because she brought us our cheesecake and it just had 1 spoon. I don't know if she was expecting us to share it. Me and Karina are looking at each other like, okay, this is weird. Because again, like I said, she set us up at a romantic little setting to have like our little dinner right there, and it's just, that was already kind of weird. And then she brings us our dessert with just 1 spoon. So that was another thing that was weird. I had to clean my Alfredo spoon because she brought us, and that's another thing that was weird too. Our Alfredo came with spoons, but we didn't get forks. And everybody knows that you eat like pasta with like forks or whatever, right? So I ended up having to use that spoon for my dessert. I had to clean it. I got my napkin, I put some water on it. I just cleaned it. I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to bug her because she ignored me about the soup anyway. I wanted the soup. She didn't bring me soup. So we end up eating our dessert. It's really hard, and she's just standing there and it's like, it's so good, huh? It's my favorite. And we're just standing there like, okay, like we're gonna have to force ourselves to eat it in front of her so that she can finally leave, because I want to talk to my best friend. I'm telling my best friend how I'm anticipating being asked out and how I have no idea what's going on or whatever. So we're just there, and I kind of say it there so that she can kind of get that in her head that this wasn't a date like that. So she's just like standing there. She's like, so tell me what you guys think, because that is my favorite dessert. So we end up tasting it. We're like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's good. And so then she ends up leaving. And I told Kina, like, this is not that good. 1, it's super hard. Like, when you would stab it with your spoon, it would just crumble apart. It didn't have the consistency of a cheesecake. And 2, it was really tart too. So it wasn't like those like really nice sweet cheesecakes. It was tart. The syrup was like really hard. And then like the little chocolates and stuff weren't that good. And for $8, I felt a little bit cheated. So she ends up bringing us the bill, and she's like, whenever you guys are ready. So I look at the total. It was like 28 something. I divided it. I'm like, you know what, Karina, we're gonna have to pay $14.62 each. So I'm gonna pay 15 out of 20. I had a $20 bill. I was like, I'm gonna pay 15 out of this 20. My friend Karina's like, I have a 15, so I'm gonna pay 15. So we tell the girl when she comes back, she's like, alright, I got it. So she comes back with our change, I guess. And so she's like, there's $5 for you. She tells me I have $5 in change. And she tells my friend Karina, you have $2. And so me and Karina are like, that doesn't make any sense because like we gave you change or whatever. Okay, so Karina was only supposed to get like $1 and something in change, but she ended up getting $2. So we're like, okay, you know what, whatever. Like maybe there wasn't change. She just wanted to give us an extra $1. Who knows? So we ended up going to the restroom. And when we're in the restroom, we're just kind of talking about it. Like, I think you ended up getting a little bit extra change because I don't think you were supposed to get $2. Karina's like, I don't think I was either, but whatever. Like, she gave us that change, whatever. So as we're walking out of the restroom, there's that like little desk where all the hosts are at, and we see our server there, and she's talking to another server, and she's like, yeah, we're short $1 now. And like as we're walking by, she's just giving us like a super dirty look. Me and Karina are looking at each other like, uh-oh, like that's us, because we know we got an extra $1. We weren't supposed to get an extra $1, but we got an extra $1. And she's like, yeah, we're short $1 now. And she's talking to her friend, and she's giving us a dirty look. So me and Karina are like, okay, like let's just like subtly like walk out of here. We get out, we get to our car, and we're just sitting in there and we're freaking out because we're like, okay, this girl is looking at us like super mad. Like she looks like she's just genuinely mad that we took the $1. Like, were we supposed to say something? I don't know. Whatever, okay? As me and Karina are driving, we are just cracking up and freaking out at the same time because we're like, okay, we love that Olive Garden, but we're probably not going to be allowed to go back because this girl is just, she's going to look at us and just hate us or expect us to give the $1 back. And two, like, we might just get like really bad luck or whatever and get her as a server again, which we didn't want. So we're like, all right, that Olive Garden is off. Like, we can't go to that one anymore. But it was funny because like while we were driving, you know, like after you've laughed for a while and like the joke is just over, you're just sitting there and then all of a sudden you start laughing again. I started laughing again because the only thing that could come to my mind was that episode of SpongeBob and Patrick when they steal the balloon and they think that they're gonna go to jail, but it was actually like free balloon day, and so they're freaking out. That was us. Like, that was legit us.
Are you out of your mind? Do you have any idea what they do to people like us? We're not talking about some dumb mail fraud scheme or hijacking here. We stole a balloon! And they're gonna lock us up forever!
I think I was SpongeBob and my friend was Patrick because she was freaking out so bad about this whole $1 thing. So, I don't know, were we in the wrong? Another thing that we felt kind of guilty about, maybe she was mad about, was the fact that on our bill it said that we should have left like a $5 tip and we only left $2 and it was in quarters. So I don't know if she was also mad about that. She shouldn't have been mad because we left at least something. Again, we were shortchanged. We didn't have enough change. And then two, we're two broke college girls that are trying to just like strive and prosper in life right now, and every $1 counts. And our change that we ended up getting back from her, we ended up using to put as gas so we could go to Target. So, like I said, I don't know. Maybe this is like the makings for disaster. I don't know if we're wrong for taking the $1. Should we have said anything? Has that ever happened to you guys? Have you ever gotten either not enough change or got a little bit too much change? Did you say something? Were we supposed to say something? I mean, I feel like when we got the bill and we saw that we had gotten an extra $1, we should have said something. And we probably should have said something again when we had walked out of the restroom and heard her talking about being short $1. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comment box below. But that's basically something that had happened. Again, if you are a hostess or a waitress and this has happened to you, go ahead and let me know as well. But this is just, count your money, you guys. This is definitely something. It doesn't take that long to just double check again. Some people are not going to say anything. We clearly didn't say anything, but that's going to be a wrap for the video. I hope that you guys like it. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the little bell so you guys can get some further notifications on when my next video drops. And I will see you guys in the next. Bye.